Hello, hello, hello. It is me, your True Hill Phenom SP3. We are live on the True Hill Heat YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter for WWE Survivor Series 2021 Roundtable Review. But yeah, where's the roundtable? It's just me right now. I am waiting on my esteemed colleague to join me to recap WWE Survivor Series 2021 from Brooklyn, New York, the Barclays Center. It was a quite the interesting show. I was there live, as well as my colleague for this review. We want to thank everyone who's joining us live on this live stream for this review. Remember to drop a thumbs up on the video. It helps out the video a lot, helps out the channel greatly, helps us to grow and have other people who can see this video along with you. Of course, you could also share it with your friends on all your favorite social media platforms. If you are new to the True Hill Heat YouTube channel, push that subscribe button, hit the bell to stay notified for all the great content here. Of course, you can become an even bigger supporter of the True Hill Heat YouTube channel by becoming a Patreon backer, patreon.com/True Hill Heat. Become a part of the True Hill Heat community for a bunch of extras. You got Battle in the Valley watch along, as well as True Hill Heat post show, as well as True Rewind Extra up on there right now. We'll be putting out new content this week, and it looks like my esteemed colleague has finally showed up. The internet is right. He is all good in the hood. He is the face and the ace of the True Hill Heat YouTube channel, the connoisseur of reporting himself, Mr. Romeo Anthony Cologne.
The hell is up, everyone? Did everyone survive Survivor Series? How is everyone doing? How are you doing, Sid?
I'm doing well. I was holding down the fort. I went through all the pleasantries, the like and the comment, the share, the subscribe. One thing I forgot to tell him, of course, we want to hear your thoughts on WWE Survivor Series 2021 in the live chat. Of course, super chat donations are encouraged and appreciated. And then make sure we highlight your comment on screen. We got R. Williams here with us saying, "What's up? This should be interesting." It definitely should be, because we're going to be fucking talking about eggs. We also got the Negro Buck Nick Jackson saying, "Hey Sid, hope all is well. Checking in during my lunch break and reading John Moxley's book. Great read so far. I got to go out of my way to read that book. I am going to be starting on the Young Bucks book in about a week, and maybe I'll do a review for that on Patreon. Who knows? Maybe let us know
book
in
reviews,
the
book club
in the live chat. Good brother Mark Hernandez joining us live with the crown emoji. Love that. Frantic World, the Cal Ripken of the live chat, saying, "What's up, SP3, Romeo, and chat." Negro Buck saying, "I didn't watch Survivor Series. I was too busy getting drunk for Friendsgiving."
Oh, Nick is starting early.
Sounds like you made a good decision. But yes, we got to talk about Survivor Series 2021, the battle for brand supremacy in Brooklyn, New York.
Anytime someone says that, I want to throw up.
I was chanting it. I was like, brand supremacy. Brand supremacy. What was your what's the one word you would describe your experience at Survivor Series live at the Barclays?
Well, besides egg,
egg
tired.
On your face?
Tired.
Okay. That's fair. I did feel a little bit like that during the main event, which Corey says Roman and Big E, the best match of the night by far. So
not so fast.
We will get to it. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. But yeah, I can understand that. I mean, it was.
Let me clarify. Not really for me, but for others.
I think what hurt me the most was going to Full Gear last week, and it's not just the quality of the show, which I think Full Gear is, most people have said it's in their top 5 shows of the year, and
it's my best AEW pay-per-view of all time.
Exactly, and I don't think anyone walked out of Barclays Center saying that was the best WWE show of the year or the best Barclays show of the year. That's for damn sure. So I think that's the real issue. And don't even if you want a real review of my experience at Barclays Center, check out my Twitter where I said I liked some things, I hated some things. You know what really sucked? The fucking Wi-Fi at Barclays Center.
Ooh.
My God, that I got in trouble with my wife. Like my wife's texting me and messaging me, and she's like, "Oh, you're not answering me. You're ignoring me." No, the Wi-Fi's just shit in here. It's real. It was really bad. Really bad Wi-Fi. You agree?
Well, I got Verizon, so I don't even need a Wi-Fi, really.
Well, fuck you then. Let's get to the show then.
Hey, so here's how I want to start this. I want to start with the main event, and Sid, we could talk about the main event first before we talk about what happens after or what doesn't happen after, and then we could definitely talk about all that egg shit after all that. Survivor Series was from Brooklyn, New York, a place very, very close to my heart.
No, not mine. Not mine. It's just a place.
The attendance, according to Michael Cole, so take this with a grain of salt, was 15,120.
Did not feel like 15,000. Did not.
Before the main event, we saw Paul Heyman walking backstage. Kayla Braxton jumped him and startled him. She informed Heyman that Brock Lesnar's suspension is no longer indefinite, which did not please him. On to the main event. Roman Reigns versus Big E, and Roman Reigns' entrance. This is my first time seeing it live. All the pyro, the music, all the ones in the crowd. It was awesome. I fucking love it.
It was. Me and fucking I went with Baby Seth. My first time really seeing Baby Seth in like 2 years, and we're just jamming out. We used to jam out to the Roman, the big dog. So we were trying to first figure out what song we could sing to. Do 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 do. Then we just started doing the, like, he was playing one instrument for the song, I was playing the other. Like, yo, that shit is that is a bop. That is the best, that in my opinion, the best theme song I heard last night.
A lot of fun. This match, slow main event style at first. Roman playing a ton to the crowd, jawing back and forth all match with the fans, throwing the ones up, and you can see the crowd, they throw the ones up right with him and the Usos. They love Roman.
They had a cosplay Uso Bloodline and Paul Heyman in the crowd.
Yes. We saw them at the bar too. A lot of fun. Whoever was playing Paul Heyman, the wise one, great job by that guy. Reigns rolled Big E into a pin, then powered him up and slammed him for a one-arm powerbomb. Looked pretty cool. Reigns then hit a rock bottom, which Michael Cole acknowledged on commentary, and then started a Rocky chant. Reigns with a Superman punch barrage that Big E was eating, hulking up from each time a little bit. Big E with a spear through the ropes. A short time later, Big E tried to spear Reigns off the apron again, but Reigns caught him with a guillotine. Dueling chants for both guys. Big E then powers out of a guillotine in the ring and hits a big ending. Big E had the pin, but Reigns grabbed the bottom rope. This is awesome chant. Big E tried to run Reigns on the outside into the steps, but Reigns reversed it. Big E sold his knee injury from earlier in the match after hitting the steps. Roman leaped off the steps for a Superman punch. Back in the ring, Big E went for his finisher, but Reigns slipped out of it, clipped Big E's bad knee, and ran the ropes and speared Big E, and then pinned him clean, 21-55. I thought both men brought it here. They tried to protect Big E a little with the knee thing. There's no shame in losing to Roman Reigns. This is something they could come back to one day. I really enjoyed this. 4.25 stars from me. What about you, Sid, just on the match?
I really enjoyed the match. I thought both guys worked well with each other. This was what they call big, meaty men slapping meat. They were hitting hard. I thought that the beginning portion of it was a little bit too slow. And I've seen that's been a regular criticism of the matchup. I feel like Roman's style is... yeah, it's a little much sometimes. And
to me, that's main event WWE style that Roman has mastered.
Not really. It's more like 80s main event style that he did. That's not the John Cena main event.
But WWE.
But John Cena got used to the WWE main event formula, and then he redid it and he updated it. And Roman went back to the one that he originally mastered. So that's why I said, like, it's
so easy for Cena because he has the crowd, like the polarizing crowd every time. which Roman, that crowd loved Roman. Let's be honest.
Yeah. I mean, it was a good, hard-hitting matchup. The ending was a little flat. That's why when you said 4 1/4, I was like, not that. No, I didn't like it that much. I think this was a 3 3/4 stars. It was on the cusp of being very great. I feel like this crowd didn't even watch Full Gear because they were saying this is awesome for a lot of matches that didn't deserve it, and this was one of the better matches. I'll give it that. So 3 3/4 stars. I thought it was a strong way to close the show, make Roman look strong on his way out. It just, though this being in the main event position led to a lot of people thinking that we were going to get something a little bit more.
Yes, and let's talk about that. I thought this was awesome. Let us know in the chat. We got some different opinions here. Let us know what you thought of this match, just the match alone, before we talk about what happened after. Right now, let's talk about it. Reigns and Heyman leave the ring. Cole closes the show and wishes everyone a happy Thanksgiving. And then Big E gets back to his feet. You get a nice ovation from the crowd off air. Now, was the live crowd anticipating The Rock to show up after? They weren't chanting for it at that moment, but all the build up through the nights, celebrating The Rock 25 years, all these little tribute videos. I didn't expect it personally, but I definitely stood around to the end. I definitely was recording just in case. Nobody was leaving early. They were stood around to see too. The viewer at home is probably thinking the same shit, watching all this egg storyline, a 4-hour tribute, and nothing from the great one himself, The Rock, posting on Instagram fucking French toast pics, how he likes peanut butter and jelly on his French toast. Beautiful. Sounds disgusting to me personally, but if you like it, so be it. The Rock did a video for Xbox 20th anniversary. Nice. So his communication does work. You can't text him.
His phone works. His phone works.
His phone does work. All this ass kissing for Red Notice, that movie on Netflix, which I haven't seen. Nothing in return. Nothing. Go ahead, Ted. Not even.
I mean,
I wasn't a text message, a little video. Nothing.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly did think we were gonna get like a little live via satellite type of video from The Rock or something like that, but Sean Ross Sapp and Stephanie Chase put this best. Sean Ross Sapp tweeted out last night that The Rock did more for Impact Bound for Glory 2020 and Ken Shamrock's Hall of Fame induction than he did for the fucking Survivor Series. But Stephanie Chase also put it to put things in perspective for people. She said, if you ever felt embarrassed drunk texting your ex, just remember that WWE once did a 4-hour tribute show for The Rock and he didn't show up. I am just like baffled by that. Yeah, like it was just like, I didn't expect it, but I was next to someone, Baby Seth, who admittedly says that he doesn't watch much WWE, but just the amount of teases they did. Every time he heard, if you saw the beginning of the video, he thought something was going to happen. So when Roman gets the win at the end, it's like, is The Rock going to come out? Are we going to get a confrontation? I think that's what made people think we were going to get more, is because of how blatant it was. In just this show focused more on his fucking movie and his career than it did the actual fucking show that was going on. Like, it cared more about the goddamn egg, the movie, and The Rock's 25th anniversary than it did anything about brand supremacy. Did they at least have graphics for people watching at home of what the score was and how Raw demolished SmackDown?
Because we didn't see that in the arena. I don't know if Cole was announcing it on commentary or at all or anything like that. But definitely, if you watched the broadcast, let us know if they were even acknowledging what the score was on commentary. But yeah, I was telling the people in my section, like, they kept talking up The Rock. I'm like, I'm trying to get their hopes down. Like, he's not coming out. Stop it. When The Rock is like, shut up. Here to help not going to happen. Don't build yourself up. You're going to get let down. I was a realist.
Yeah.
But I was still waiting.
I told Baby Seth the same thing. I was like, bro, that ain't happening. He ain't showing up tonight. He in Australia filming a movie that's much more important than this. I was like, this show, if this show was going to have The Rock, guess what? WWE would have announced that shit. It was not gonna have The Rock without announcing that shit, because then that Barclays Center would have been packed if The Rock was showing up. So I think that was the main issue there.
Let's run through this egg storyline before we check some comments on everything about this.
Oh
God. The limo on the pre-show arrives. Some guy in my section said it's The Rock. Dumbass. It's Vince McMahon, who gets greeted by a ton of the lower tier wrestlers, the catering crew, Sonya Deville. They all looked really happy that he didn't release them.
Don't talk about Reggie like that. Reggie's good people.
Yes. He reveals his Cleopatra egg from Red Notice. So, and I'm just like, wow, this is what the budget cuts were for, huh, folks? To save up some money to get me one of these bad boys for Vince.
Give me one of these bad boys. You know this is Cleopatra's egg. You know, God damn it.
On the pay-per-view, Roman entered Vince's office. Vince spoke of The Rock starting 25 years ago. Vince said the egg was not a stage prop. It was the real thing. And it was worth $100 million. And Roman with a great line before leaving. Almost as much as my next contract. That was great.
Fabulous.
I did think it was interesting to get a Roman and Vince interaction. Roman, Vince's biggest star right now. But also on this show, the Sonya and Adam in the office, Vince notices that someone stole his golden egg. Vince tells DeVille to call the cops. Pierce told McMahon it's possible one of the superstars stole it. And so Vince declares all the wrestlers have to be at Raw on Monday, tonight, so that he could get to the bottom of this. To me, a weak excuse to get both rosters on the show for a Raw at Barclays, because ticket sales are absolutely awful. But hey, I'll take it because I'm going. And I heard today from John Alba that people in the 200 sections for Raw got upgraded to floor seats tonight.
Wait,
Can you
what?
believe this shit? These motherfuckers. Speaking of floor seats, hey, we gotta add drunk guy JJ. What up? Yes. They will be sitting opposite the hard cam.
Wow.
They got an email. Your tickets have been upgraded. Not me. Fuck me in the 100 section, right? Fuck me.
You know?
Yo, that is crazy.
All those pieces of garbage that started the damn wave last night. This is their reward. This is how you reward them. Ban the
you
fucking
get a floor
wave.
seat. You get a floor seat. You get a floor seat.
Wow, that's insane. They probably pay like $50 for those 200 section tickets.
Yeah, man. The last time I checked, when I was thinking about going before Survivor Series sucked the life out of me, they were like $50, $50, 100 section.
Wow, that's insane.
Some people I know like were 100 section last night for Survivor Series. The last minute tickets were $20 to sit in the 100 section on camera side.
Oh my god,
that's the way to do it. You got to wait last minute and just get right in there.
I mean, even this is not just a WWE thing. I would say, I think after our experience last week, Drunk Guy JJ, I would say I would recommend everybody wait till last minute to get major show tickets, because I think that the ticket, if you saw our seats for Full Gear, I don't think we would have paid what we paid if we had got the tickets in advance. If we didn't wait till a few days before, we're not paying what we paid.
The tickets we got last week. Me and Sid were scoping out tickets for like a good month. Those tickets were like a good $700. $700. That's before fees and everything.
And dropped dramatically the week up. So yeah, especially in WrestleMania coming up, I would suggest doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Spend your money on the trip. Put all your money
first.
in. Yeah, book the hotel.
The show
starts. And especially because it's 2 nights, ladies and gentlemen, it's 2 nights. They're going to have tickets available.
Yeah, last year the same thing happened. That's why I could have waited myself, but you know me, gotta be that guy. But they had floor seats for Mania last year. They went all the way down to $150 on the floor.
That's the way to do
Shit,
it. That's
man.
the way to do it from now on. Guy JJ, thank you so much for joining us. You were also there in attendance. So far, we've spoken about the main events, the whole egg thing, The Rock not being there. Give us your thoughts on everything about that.
You said the main event and The Rock not being in the egg.
Yeah.
Also, all things that were fucking terrible. Oh, the main event wasn't terrible though.
Yeah.
So let me not say that.
Relax.
The main event was cool. I was actually discussing this with Sid last night. Oh, let me put my AirPods in. They should be charged now. All right.
We'll wait.
Yeah, we just got people waiting to watch on YouTube.
Hold on, guys. Technical difficulties. Oops.
He sounded
read some
fine
comments
too.
here. Corey Elam says Roman and Big E the best match. Oh, we already read that. Let's see here.
Damn, my phone.
We get confirmation from Jeff L that no graphic for Raw beating SmackDown for brand supremacy.
R. Williams, they didn't acknowledge the score, only saying that Raw was winning.
Okay, now my AirPods don't want to work. Cool. Main event was cool. Me and Sid discussed last night that definitely wasn't better than last year's Raw versus SmackDown Universal title match.
Remind me again what that was. I have a horrible
Drew and Roman was that last year. That was better. That's what I said. That I gave that match 4 1/4. Yeah. That's when Romeo just gave Big E and Roman 4 1/4. I looked at him like,
nah.
We watched the same match?
Yeah, 3 1/4, 4 at most. Honestly, the match was not bad. I feel like the problem was the fans, especially in my section. I'm sure Romeo just talked about his section as well. Everybody was still expecting The Rock. So people were not invested as maybe it could have made the match better. Maybe they would have done different things. Maybe things would have turned out differently. But the fact that everybody was still expecting The Rock, which is why I didn't like how throughout the whole show they kept throwing the hints of as if he was there, which is not. You guys, this is one of your big 4 pay-per-views. I mean, it can't be a big 4 anymore because this shit felt like a fucking exhibition. So I don't know.
I've said Money in the Bank and Crown Jewel have passed us by.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like fucking Money in the Bank probably took Survivor Series spot.
I mean, they're both stadium shows now.
Yeah,
exactly.
Survivor Series hasn't had a stadium show yet. Survivor Series is the only big 4 that hasn't had a stadium show. If you think about
I never thought about that. Yeah,
Royal Rumble stadiums, it's all stadium shows now. Mania stadium shows, SummerSlam. Money in the Bank is a stadium show next year. Survivor Series is still going to be an arena. So maybe they just don't care about Survivor Series anymore. Maybe it's that time, man. Even last, you had none of your part-time workers there when it's supposed to be considered a big show, nothing. So, Big E Roman 3 1/4. The egg shit was stupid as fuck. It's like, why do this? Why promote his movie all night? Why even introduce the egg thing and now it being stolen?
Because they got paid.
And then you not expect the people to be thinking, oh my God, The Rock's gonna be here.
They got paid. They don't care what we thought about it.
They should have left it alone. They could have showed his highlights, his moments all night. That would have made sense. They could have left it at that.
I would have done the movie promotion because, like I said, you're getting paid to do that.
Yeah, of course.
But I wouldn't have gone so hard on the 25th anniversary.
Yeah.
The going so hard on the 25th anniversary stuff, that's the stuff that led to people thinking he was going to show up.
Right.
And Jaquan, I don't know if you saw me saying this, like The Rock is out here doing Xbox videos. He's out here posting about French toast. So clearly his phone works.
Yeah, when he posted that during the main event, I was like, oh yeah, it's over.
Like you can't get like a video via set, maybe even a pre-recorded video.
Anytime when The Rock was on his hiatus from WWE, even though he didn't show up physically, he still did promo. He still did video
live via satellite.
10th anniversary for SmackDown when they built up for WrestleMania 23 with Austin last year. He still cut promo videos. Even when he came back and was feuding and didn't show up every week, he cut promo videos. They could at least did that.
He just pick up his phone, do a selfie
He's
video.
Always on fucking Instagram.
Exactly.
Come on.
Exactly.
French toast with peanut butter and jelly.
You, my boy Blue says, after 25 years, we finally know what The Rock is cooking. Eggs. It was eggs the whole time.
That's a smooth transition to some egg memes I have. Vince McMahon seeing the egg instead of 100 wrestler contracts.
Yeah, fuck paying the wrestlers. I'm gonna spend $100 million on an egg.
and the golden egg is now all elite. It has left WWE. It's all elite. It's too sweet.
That's where it got stolen from. That's who stole it. We got Frantic World saying, "Do you guys think there will be another Survivor Series next year? There will be another Survivor Series next year.
Same
the year after.
Same crap. I'm tired. I'm done with brand supremacy. Like, honestly, I know a lot of people don't share this opinion. I wish the rosters were combined. I'm done with the brands.
No,
I wish they were. I know a lot of people don't share that opinion, but I'm done.
Because you're a Charlotte fan. You're a Charlotte fan, and you like Roman. Because there will be double the amount of Charlotte if it's the same rosters. Like, people don't understand. Do you think Liv Morgan and Carmella and Zelina Vega and all these girls and guys that don't get a lot of attention, do you think they're going to get attention if the rosters are combined? Hell fucking no. I think that, yeah, I agree that Survivor Series has exceeded, of gone past the brand supremacy thing. You can't rely on that anymore, so they need to do something new. But as far as combining the roster, I think that's the dumbest shit that fans think of.
They did once upon a time.
And they sucked at it. SmackDown became a highlight show. What the fuck? Do you not remember?
Their fault. That's their fault.
And they will do the same thing again. Stop wishing for the same thing that they did before, and they sucked at it. Do you think they're going to be better at it now?
What are we talking about?
He's talking about combining. He's talking about combining the rosters. I'm like, do you remember 2015?
Everyone, anyways. You're gonna release everyone.
I mean,
anyways.
everybody. If I say everybody gets, I mean, I feel like the split gives people more time from each show, even though we get a fucking million rematches a week.
There you go. That'll solve that problem.
And that would, but at the same
time,
it
wouldn't. We would get this. We would get the match on Raw, and then we would get it again on SmackDown. It would not. Any of the issues that you think combining the rosters will solve, it's only going to make it worse.
Let's see how it works tonight.
When you guys, when they put the rosters together, they put them together. All we're going to get is the same top stars being pushed. So therefore, it leaves out a lot of people, which would not help. Oh my God! So Charlotte doesn't get TV. So Charlotte doesn't get put in the title picture no more like that.
You think AEW is ever going to do a Dynamite roster and a Rampage roster?
I wouldn't mind them, honestly. They have the roster to do that now.
And technically, what they do anyway, whoever doesn't get featured on Dynamite, they're on Rampage. So it's like, so they're basically already in hindsight kind of doing it.
They're doing it right. Yeah. Let's talk about the rest of the show. This will be a breeze.
God.
Yeah, pretty much.
Let's start with the Survivor Series kickoff match. Nakamura versus Priest. Nakamura wins by DQ in 9:25. I gave this like 2 stars. NYC definitely didn't show up for Damian Priest. Nakamura was more over with the crowd. Whatever crowd was in their seats at this point. And what a shitty way to start this show. This is SmackDown's only win.
If you want to call that a win, because they got their
ass. No, it's their first win of the night. They got one at the end. They book ended with their wins in the middle. They ain't win shit.
Priest used his guitar, Nakamura's guitar, or Boog's guitar on Nakamura, breaking it. They're trying to push this evil shit by Damian Priest, whatever.
I hate it so much. So much.
By the end of the night, Fox definitely wasn't pleased. Searching how to delete our own Twitter account. Fox SmackDown, not a good night. But this was one of their highlights.
Oh yeah, Vince didn't care about sponsors all night. He's fucking on the Peacock Network promoting a damn Netflix movie for 4 hours. So clearly, Vince didn't care about sponsors all night.
That is true. Yo, this match I got to my seat late. It was already in progress and couldn't get into it the way.
And what is your thought process seeing that this is the match in progress and not the Battle Royal?
Dude, I was like, I literally was okay with Baby Seth coming exactly 7:30 because I was like, oh, it's just gonna be the Battle Royal kicking off the show. I was like, damn, man, you ain't even giving me a chance to get into this matchup. So for what I saw, I'll give it 2 stars. But yeah, I'm not feeling this new Damian Priest character. This was not the place to do all of this. Just let him get a win. Literally, why are you protecting Shinsuke Nakamura? You literally have him lose on TV every fucking week. Why the fuck are you protecting him on the pay-per-view?
Agreed. Drunk guy?
Same thing. This is not a match that I felt like either person needs to be fucking protected. It's a brand supremacy match. The only time I felt like they ever made sense to protect wrestlers in a brand supremacy match is when Ronda fought Charlotte, because that was not her original partner. Yeah. I mean, her original opponent.
And they always wanted to do Ronda and Charlotte at WrestleMania. Right. Don't the Becky Lynch fans don't want to tell you that, but that was always the one. That literally was the plan from when Ronda debuted at Royal Rumble the following year. It was going to be Ronda and Charlotte. Becky got added. Man, have the Becky Lynch fans tell you. They say, "Oh, the women would have never made a bet at WrestleMania if it wasn't for Becky Lynch getting hot."
Give me a fucking break.
What an absolutely seamless transition by SP3. Because let's talk about the opening match.
There we go.
Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair. Let's start with the gear, which was
she was feeling herself last night.
Was the Scarlet Witch. And Charlotte
or
Harkness
or Britney Spears.
No, Britney Spears has the whole thing. This is Scarlet Witch. Look at this. This is, for two people that supposedly can't stand each other. Good job on the choreographed gear. Good job. Becky Two Cheeks, as I like to call her last night.
Stop.
The bell rang. Both wrestlers went at it with punches. Thank God it didn't start with a collar elbow tie up.
Yeah.
Spear early by our queen. A lot of fun back and forth throughout. Lynch hit the manhandle slam and had the pin, but Flair put her foot on the bottom rope. McAfee said Flair had the ring IQ of 100 million. Graves said that's not a thing. Lynch put Flair in a figure four. The audacity. Flair reverses it because, of course, she knows how to reverse a figure four. This is awesome chant. Becky to the outside, Flair with a moonsault, which of course Becky doesn't catch most of.
Oh my god, this was terrible. This is one of the worst ones I've seen.
Yeah, now I believe the hate is real. Flair puts Lynch in the disarmor, proper revenge. Lynch reached the ropes. Flair then rolled up the Lynch and held the ropes while pinning her, but the referee spotted it. Lynch returned the favor by rolling up Flair and holding the ropes, but the ref, of course, missed it. They made the 3 count in 18-16. After the match, Becky taunted Flair. Flair laughed, and Lynch celebrated her. Yeah, Charlotte grabbed her title immediately and just went to the back. I thought interesting to put this as the opener, but the crowd was lit and ready for it. Fightful had reported that this was scheduled to main event and Big E Roman was going to open, but that changed. They did warn it was subject to change. That changed so they could tease you with the Rock shit all night and not deliver anything.
Basically.
Yeah, because that, I was like, oh, if that was the plan, then they probably change it. Maybe the Rock is gonna.
Exactly.
Yeah, nope. They changed.
What if the Rock changed his mind last minute? What if the show was going on and Vince thought he was coming up? Nah.
Because in WWE's eyes, in WWE's mind, a heel won the opener and a heel won the main event, so it didn't matter.
If Big E Roman goes first and Charlotte and Becky go last, you're probably less annoyed with all that Rock shit and the ache shit. Right. Maybe.
That is true, because you're not going to be expecting the Rock in that one. Yeah,
you're not going to be expecting the Rock to come out after Charlotte Becky. The intensity here was great. The chemistry on the match between these two. The finish, not the best, but Becky cheating reinforces she's a heel too. Don't forget that. You wouldn't know it from this Brooklyn crowd. What a fickle crowd cheering for Charlotte's high spots.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't see it as a heel move. The story of the match was anything you could do, I could do better.
Well, maybe.
So Charlotte grabbed the ropes. Becky smartly waited to the 2 count. Smartly, Becky Lynch waited to the 2 count to grab the ropes because she learned from what Charlotte did. And you forgot Charlotte put Becky in the disarmor as well.
No, I said it. I had a lot of fun here watching this match, and a lot of probably even more fun arguing with my section, all the Becky fans. That was a lot of fun to me. So I gave this 4.5 stars. What did you think, Drunk Guy?
Match of the night. Definitely. Crowd was hot. They were going to fuck at it. One of their better matches they've had since their feud in 2018. Very, very much enjoyable. I was not usually I probably nitpick the finish, but since I went in thinking we were gonna get a screw job in some sort of fashion as the finish, it worked out perfectly. Yeah, man, a very fun matchup. Still shocking that it opened the show, but definitely a great match for match of the night for Survivor Series for sure.
And I don't want to show this picture, but it was funny. Oh,
Hey man, the guy with that fucking sign was in front of me, so I kept having to can you move that over?
Like, put that shit down. Yeah, these two women have probably the second best chemistry of any two women outside of Bayley and Sasha, in my opinion. They always have good matches with each other, but this was one of their better matches. I think it's not as great as Evolution 2018, but arguably right just under that. I gave it 4.25 stars. Charlotte looked strong. She was out there in her A game. Becky Lynch, this is probably her best match since returning from giving birth to her first child. Yes, even better than Romeo's Women's Match of the Year at Crown Jewel that I barely even remember now.
Whoa, you get that Women's Match of the Year?
He said
WWE Women's.
Wow, hell
not even better than Bianca and Sasha, or I can name
Bianca Sasha's a bit overrated. That was a Bianca spot.
No, it's not.
Very overrated.
It's not.
People love the moment of two African American women main eventing, but the match itself was overrated.
That
was a great match. So you need to stop your nonsense. But yeah, this was better than that triple threat in my opinion. Becky and Charlotte, you felt the hatred between them, and it brought some drama. And easily, spoiler alert, the match of the night.
And also, I want to highlight Becky's exclusive interview they had on social media after.
Yeah, that was good too.
She's fighting through tears. Her voice is cracking, saying how much she loved Charlotte. They were best friends, but it was hatred in that ring. It felt real. It probably is real. It felt genuine. It felt sad. This needs to be shown on TV. This is Becky's best work I've ever seen her do with a microphone. And go out of your way to watch this. It's on social media. It's on their Twitter. It was really good.
Seth begs to differ.
Who?
Seth.
You said her best. You said her best work on the microphone. So Seth begs to differ.
Come on, man.
I'm done. Jeff L saying this Becky Charlotte match was dope. They could do this shit with their eyes closed. We also got Marcus 8915 saying Vince was texting The Rock last, like, where the hell are you, bruh? And The Rock just ghosted him. And Josh, True Draw Josh saying Pizza Hut greater than The Rock's 25th anniversary debacle.
I agree. Peace out for the win.
The men, Team Raw versus Team SmackDown. I love Seth's entrance in person. The dance.
Oh yes, I love singing it.
It's a whole move.
Him dancing like.
Loved Austin Theory taking selfies with his teammates. Seth loved it. Finn Balor not so much.
The Lashley one was the funniest though.
Yeah. And what a heel. He reveals the Raw shirt. He's the only one with a Raw shirt. Kevin Owens started the match and immediately rolled out for the account.
He got an easy day off.
I loved it. I told my section he's off to AEW. It's a metaphor. A metaphor.
He's en route to Jacksonville as we speak.
That's what I said. I was like, you keep going to Jacksonville and stop right off at Daly's.
And remember Seth Rollins last year?
Yeah,
I think almost did the same thing. Just sacrificed himself.
He did.
A bunch of rapid spots after Balor eliminated Corbin with a coup de grace. Let's talk about Jeff Hardy, who was fucking over. The most over guy of the night.
Yes, 100%.
Whisper in the wind on Balor and Seth. Lashley then destroys King Wood's spear and the Hurt Lock to eliminate him. Lashley was pretty over in the crowd too, at least in my section.
Yeah, when he came out, the crowd went crazy for Lashley.
Yeah, people were chanting Lashley at one point.
McIntyre and Lashley go at it. both get counted out.
Stupid.
Seth mocks
The
Drew.
two guys that likely could have been the sole survivor get eliminated.
Robbers are the ones that get eliminated.
Fuck my
like that.
picks.
Like what the fuck? Right, basically. Once Drew got eliminated, it was over for me. I was like, fuck.
Literally, my two sole survivors got eliminated back to back. It was King Woods and Drew. It was like,
Mine
so
too.
SmackDown. I was like, SmackDown definitely not winning. So my pick is fuck.
It's gonna be the Seth Rollins show, apparently.
Right.
Drew responded with a headbutt to Seth, taunting him. Sheamus eliminated Balor with a bro kick. The final four: Jeff and Sheamus versus Rollins and Austin Theory. Jeff and Sheamus team up. Forget about the DUI setup. Forget about the piss in the face. We're putting this aside for brand supremacy, Jeff. Sheamus. Theory rolls up Sheamus, held the tights to eliminate him. Sheamus then punched Hardy, presumably for Hardy not being on the apron to take his tag, and then left the ring. Rollins and Theory set up Hardy for a double superplex, but he fought them both off, performed a swanton on Theory to eliminate him. Then it's Rollins versus Jeff, the final two. The crowd rallies behind Jeff. They're hot for Jeff. They think there's a chance. This is awesome chant. Hardy with a twist of fate goes up for the swanton. You can feel it. You can feel it. But Seth puts the knee up and then follows with a stomp for the win in 30 minutes. A lot of people call this a 2-match show, but I enjoyed this match. This is a 3-match show. I gave this 4 stars. I enjoyed the hell out of it. Hardy being over added to my enjoyment as the underdog. Theory looked strong from last into the near end. Rollins delivered in every fashion, including in his exclusive interview after the match where he poked fun at the Becky's husband chants.
He responded to us. He's like, "You damn right I am."
What do you think, Drug Guy?
It was a fun match. Nothing too crazy. The crowd was definitely invested into it. Seth played well throughout the whole match. Austin Theory clearly getting a lot of shine. He lasted towards the end of the damn match. Jeff was super over. Almost made me feel like he had a chance. An enjoyable match.
You bought in, right? You're like,
yeah.
Willie? No, it's Seth Rollins.
Definitely enjoyable. I give it 3.25. 3.25.
SP.
Yeah, it was a good match. Not too shabby again. Once again, my eyebrows have to shoot up when Romeo overrates a match. This is not
Survivor Series. Survivor Series match.
No. This is not even the best.
30-minute match.
This is not even the best men's 5-on-5 of the decade. Let alone that
5 stars. 4 stars.
It's not in the top 3. I can name 3 other men's 5-on-5 that was better than
4 stars. Yeah,
that was better than this.
That's
this
fine.
is not 4 stars.
That's all right.
4-star match means that I will remember it next year, and I won't remember this match.
4-star match? I don't remember 4-star matches.
I do.
I don't remember
That's
all my
crazy.
4-star matches either.
I remember most of my 4-star matches. I ain't gonna remember this shit though. That's what I'm saying. This ain't memorable, so it can't be 4 stars in my opinion. That's my key.
Memorable.
Yes, they are. They're great.
4.5-star matches.
I remember great matches. This wasn't a great match. This was a very good match. I gave it 3.5 stars. Great work at the end. The last portion of the match.
Like Meltzer.
The last portion of the match was the strongest, but the middle portion, I could have fell asleep and I could have just woke up when it was 2-on-2 and I would have been okay. It was 2 different matches. It was the lead up to that 2-on-2, and then it was a good match with the 2-on-2. That's why it's not a great match.
Don't be like Meltzer complaining about a half a star difference. Like there's no point. It's all right. We're only half a star apart. It's not that big a deal.
And thank you, True Draw Josh. 4 stars. How? Thank you. How?
Josh also loved the main event, Big E Roman. Josh, tell us how much you rated that. There's a big difference between.
That's fair. That's fair. I was more shocked at giving this match 4 stars than you giving Roman and Big E 4.25.
I enjoyed it.
Okay,
no big deal
for sure.
You want to get mad? Let's get mad with this 25-man dual battle, grand battle royal dedicated to 25 years of The Rock, which was really just dedicated to fucking Pizza Hut.
It was pizza. Yeah, it's 25 years of Pizza Hut.
Ridiculous.
Street Profits and
pizza. Even eat fucking Pizza Hut.
To the announcers, except Byron. Everybody's eating pizza during this match. Not even New York style pizza. Pizza Hut. Omos and Shanky had a confrontation that didn't get over. Omos.
I didn't. That's crazy. You just said that because I don't even remember that. And I was right there.
There, we could see drunk guy in that picture. No, I'm just kidding.
There's literally like the one thing I was talking about during this whole battle royal. I was like, there's literally no brand loyalty. These motherfuckers are fighting with each other.
Everybody. They're doing it for The Rock.
Exactly.
Omos eliminated Commander Aziz. Styles jawed at Aziz. We tried to pull him over the top rope. Omos was hit from behind by Cruz, causing him to lose his grip, which led to Styles getting eliminated. The match came down to Omos, Cesaro, Ricochet, Ford, and Dawkins. The final two were Ricochet and Omos. Omos just eliminates everyone. 12 eliminations in the match. This match goes 10 minutes, 45 seconds. I gave a star. After the match, Styles returned to the ring, celebrated with Omos. Styles went to ringside, grabbed some pizza. Ford caught him with a kick, starts tossing pizza slices to the crowd. He is slinging these pizza slices. Oh, man, what an arm. What an arm.
Hey, I ain't getting no pizza, so fuck his arm.
If you did, would you have ate it or threw it back?
Nah, I probably would have ate it.
If I would have caught it,
Yeah, if I would have caught it,
that shit would have fell. That would have.
I would have took a picture with that shit and everything. Like, come on.
Anyways, this match belonged on the damn pre-show, but for Vince McMahon, choosing between highlighting Omos or Damien or Shinsuke, that's an easy choice for Vince McMahon.
Every single time, he will pick Omos. The only enjoyment I got out of this was being right about my pick, which I was surprised not many people predicted Omos was gonna win this match. It was pretty obvious. I read all the names in the match, and then when I got to Omos, I stopped reading because I was like, there's your winner. Yes. Like, it's pretty obvious. So, no. I don't know. I don't understand people that didn't pick Omos.
Shanky, man. Shanky.
I give this
all three of us picked Omos to win this.
I give this a half a star.
Yeah, definitely.
Anything else on this?
You telling me spots out from I don't even remember. It was just last night, so there goes that.
Any comments, SB?
We got you, my boy Blue, saying Pizza Hut paid too damn much to be on the pre-show. Josh with some high ratings here. Becky Lynch, Becky versus Charlotte, 4.5 stars. Roman versus Big E, 4 stars. Both were the best matches last night. I'll never get mad at anyone who's like a quarter of a star away from me. That's what Josh is.
I watched the watch along at the end. You said Roman versus Big E was the match of the night. Easy.
You can change your mind. You can change your mind after you watch the match.
Gosh.
You can change. That was literally right after the match. That was his initial reaction. He had a day to sleep on it, and now he says Becky and Charlotte is better.
The fix is in.
Hey, he's going for your girl. Why are you mad?
Usos versus RK Bro. Congrats to Randy Orton. The most pay-per-view matches ever, passing
all
Kane.
Time. From SummerSlam 2003 to now.
Still,
what a rod.
Still only 41 years old, which is a baby in wrestling. I'm just kidding. That's not a baby.
Yeah, because Kane, it took Kane to what, like fucking 49, 50? You know, Orton's only 41.
Look at that.
The end of this match, Jimmy Uso super kicked Orton, and then Riddle went up for a splash on Riddle, but Orton hit him with an RKO on the way down and pinned him in 14:50. Solid match with a great finish. I gave this 3.5 stars. Drunk guy?
Same. It had its little slow spots. Crowd was kind of dead. I enjoyed the match.
It did follow the battle royal, which it didn't help.
Yeah.
Took us a while to get back into
it. Get back to life, but definitely enjoyable as expected. They got some time, and the right people won.
Yeah, I enjoyed this match. This match was a lot of fun. Orton is this is my first time experiencing Orton as a babyface, I believe, live. I'm not sure. I think so though. But yeah, I mean, I love the RKO the RK Bro team.
WrestleMania 33. You went, right?
Oh, he was a heel to me. He burned the nigga's house. He burned the nigga's house. Like, come on.
Good guys burn houses all the time, man.
Yeah, I don't know no good guy arsonist, but okay. But yeah,
WrestleMania 29.
Man, the Shield was the baby faces. Stop it.
Yeah.
Stop it. 5. But yes, Orton was a fun baby face. Riddle, he got the fans into this. The Usos are just one of our all-time great tag teams. So this was a fun match. It had some action. There was a lull at the beginning, but definitely the final 10 minutes was there. So I gave this 3.5 stars.
The women's elimination match. Sasha, Shayna, Natalya, Toni Storm, and Shotzi versus the Raw women, Queen Zelina, Carmella, Bianca, Rhea, and Liv. Carmella had issues with a mask when she got in the ring. Ripley ripped the mask off. A distracted Carmella was rolled up and pinned by Storm. Storm also eliminated Queen Zelina next. So both hometown heroes 0-2 tonight, Priest and Zelina. Morgan eliminates, although Randy Orton, second hometown, he won. Morgan eliminates.
Club up in Brooklyn.
Morgan eliminates Storm with Oblivion. Banks eliminates Liv with a frog splash. It took a lot to eliminate Rhea, Sasha backstabber, and a Shotzi neckbreaker, and Shayna pinned her. So the Biancas alone versus 4 members of SmackDown. Yes. Natalya, Sasha, and Shotzi all argue after Sasha shoves Shotzi into Shayna. Banks is then held back from returning into the ring by her teammates, even though she's halfway in the ring.
3 different fucking times she's back in the ring.
No, her body's not fully back in. Not fully
Bro,
back.
You know how many
but this is how you break counts, though. You just go a little bit.
I know it is. I know it is. Don't you worry. I'm just coming up with the WWE answer here.
Yeah, I was like, I throw this match away.
Belair eliminates Natalya next, then Shayna.
Good shot.
The final 2, Shotzi and Bianca. Bianca eventually hits the KOD for the win in 23-45. The crowd was tired at this point of matches with no consequence, I guess. Waiting for Roman Big E, waiting for The Rock possibly.
Yep.
The bastard upper section starts to wave.
Yep.
Fickle fans underneath participate.
Wasn't this when they did the CM Punk chant too?
Yes,
and they did AEW. They did an AEW chant as well. I mean,
the shit out of them.
I chanted AEW. I mean, I didn't chant CM Punk because there was no reason to chant CM Punk. They literally chanted CM Punk like the first 2 minutes of the match. At least let the match get bad before you start chanting for the dude. When they chanted,
have to wait long.
When they chanted AEW and the match is like boring, that's why I was like, all right, I'm gonna join them, man. This is boring. This is not what I experienced at Full Gear. Even Britt and Ty in the Cody tag match were more entertaining than this. Like that, and those were the worst 2 matches on that card, and those are good matches. Like I gave this match 2.25, mostly for what Bianca did in the latter half, because my God, they made everybody in this match look horrible except for Bianca. They literally went out their way to make everyone look very easy to beat or a fucking idiot. Like, how did the SmackDown roster, the SmackDown woman, lose this goddamn match when they were up 4-1? 4-1. And they literally were responsible for bringing it down to 3-1 because they decided, no, we don't like Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks, who's supposed to be the top babyface on this team, is being treated like a heel team captain and gets eliminated by her other teammates. Shayna Baszler, who was the unbeatable NXT Women's Champion, loses to a weak-ass Glam Slam. It was just, I mean, Shotzi looked good at the end. Her little exchange with Bianca was good, but other than that, man, this was a drag to get through. But 2.25.
I guess you could say they didn't coexist.
No, they didn't.
Drunk guy.
We learned our lesson.
1 star. I did not like this match at all. This shit literally took up too much time, and nothing literally escalated. It never developed. It was just stagnant the whole match, and it finally picked up when they got rid of Sasha in stupid fashion. Did not enjoy this match at all. Did not. Nah.
1 star. This guy, now that's ridiculous. This is 2.5 stars at least. This is just from
Two
a
and a
guy that
half?
was
What are you talking about?
anticipating The Rock. He was really anticipating The Rock. I saw the group chat.
No.
The Rock is here. The Rock is here. This is what he was
What does
waiting
that do
for.
with the match?
He was waiting for The Rock.
match
You
being
wanted the
good?
next match to come on. You were ready for The Rock.
I would have gave no because they already did the promo shit like earlier in the show. Like I would have. This had nothing to do with the match.
You said The Rock was gonna be there, and he was not.
Sasha Banks is in the fucking match. If anything, I would have been more biased.
Oh well,
to make
once
the match
Sasha got
rating higher.
counted out, you tuned out.
No, I didn't. Kinda. And Bianca had a strong showing towards the end of the match. Just the match was not good. It dragged. The match was like 25 minutes.
That's fine, but it's not 1 star. 1 star is the battle royal.
All right. I gave him.
I don't blame him. If you could go higher than 2 stars on this, man, I give you a lot of credit. We got Slam and Sammy Joe saying Sasha is the only babyface in a team of heels and the only one who had Bianca's number. How did she have Bianca's number? She lost to Bianca.
Yes, Bianca said Bianca. Yeah, it was like, word. She lost to Bianca.
I mean, if you look at their total record, they're 1-1. So I wouldn't even say either one of them have each other's record at this point. Mark is
that interaction was cool. That interaction between Sasha. That's what got the crowd. Excited, and then
actually got the crowd into the match, and then it should have came down to Sasha and fucking Bianca because I think the goal of Shotzi being the last one was to put her over, but I don't think she's going to be more over than she was going into SmackDown on Friday, even with a good showing against Bianca.
The only person that had a fucking gripe against Sasha was Shotzi. I don't know where the team all came around when you could basically look through the whole match. Sasha, when one of her teammates are in the ring, she's getting the crowd riled up to cheer for them. So when did this come in that all of a sudden they're all just like fucking dumb? It was dumb. One star. Fucking dumb.
We got Josh explaining his ratings here, saying, when I watched both matches again, Becky and Charlotte started off hot and never really slowed down. Roman and Big E picked up like the last 10 minutes, but started pretty slow. I agree.
There's no chance in hell you watch this twice. No chance in hell. That's a serious cap.
He said that's some serious cap, ladies and gentlemen. You my boy Blue saying the other half of the tag champions wasn't important enough to be on the pay-per-view. The WWE logic was to put Carmella in the show to do the stupid mask spot instead.
Let's wrap up this Survivor Series match of the night. Charlotte, Becky.
Easily.
MVP, I'm going to go Roman Reigns. SP?
That's tough. I'm going to go, even though it wasn't a good match, I'll go Bianca Belair because this felt like the first time since SummerSlam that they cared about her again.
Overcoming 4-1, I won't blame you. Drunk guy?
Yeah, same thing. Bianca finally getting another moment after being shitted on in the summertime. And she basically ended the year off right. She started the year off winning the Royal Rumble, and she ends the last pay-per-view basically dominating SmackDown. So
just a little snafu at SummerSlam.
Yeah, just a little.
LVP, I'm just proud of Drunk Guy for muting himself while he coughed. I'm so fucking proud.
Oh my God, we come a long way.
We'll have less thumbs downs on this video as a result. LVP, I'm going Vince McMahon, and even though it's an inanimate object, I'm going with the egg as well. SP. Even though it's not a person. Can we give LVP to inanimate objects? Is that okay?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna go with man. I really want to go with Vince. I really do want to go with Vince. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Vince. That dumbass egg. This is actually the main hook for fucking Raw tonight. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Unanimous?
Vince and the women's SmackDown team.
Even Sasha.
That's fair. Except for Sasha for doing that to Sasha.
Yeah, except for Sasha. Yeah, except for doing
except for you see that?
Except Sasha Banks. Yeah, absolutely. She had nothing to do with it.
Put our thumbs out, and in 3, 2, 1 will be thumbs up or thumbs down for Survivor Series. 3, 2, 1. Thumbs up for me. Thumbs in the middle from the other guys. And let's rate it on a scale from 0 to 10, as everyone in the chat has done in the poll. I will give this a 6.7. The only things that really drag this down: the egg, the rock tease, the battle royal, Damian Shinsuke it should have been switched, the wave during the women's match, you pathetic fans, and the whole brand supremacy.
That's a lot of things for a 6.7
I was just about to say that.
That's a lot.
Thumbs up. You just said like 10 different things.
You literally like 2 matches, and you giving this a 6.7.
I like 3 matches, which was pretty much half of the main.
3 out of 7. 3 out of 7, bro.
3 out of 7, bro.
That's not a thumbs up.
Literally, I rated them all above 4 stars.
Literally, you liked half of the show,
but
so that is literally a thumbs in the middle.
And also, the tag team match was 3.5. So
I gave this a 6. The reason it's a thumbs in the middle, it's a low 6. So that's why it's a thumb in the middle show. And it's a low 6 thanks to the opener on the main show of Becky and Charlotte. The 5-on-5 was good. The tag team match was good, as well as the main event was a really good matchup with Big E and Roman. So most of the matches on the night were good. So that's why it gets a 6 out of 10. But yeah, the egg, Vince, the women's 5-on-5, the battle royal, the ending of Priest versus Nakamura, just the overall feeling of walking out that building, in comparison to me and Drunk Guy walking out Tar-J Center, feeling like we saw one of the best shows we ever saw live, to walking out of Barclays and everybody and their mama that we saw just is like, that was a show. Yeah. Then it's a show. It's in the middle.
Drunk Guy.
Yeah, I left with a headache. Last week I wanted to go get drunk. Last night I left with a fucking headache. So at the 6, there's no way I can give a show a thumbs up when I gave a match 1 star and a half a star. The promoting, well, I don't even say promoting, the teasing of the Rock shit throughout the whole 4 hours was ridiculous. Yeah. But the bright spots of the show were good. Were bright spots, very, very bright spots. So definitely not a thumbs down show.
We're not that far apart in our ratings. The chat says 50% give it a 6 or 7, 44% give it a 0 through 5, 5% give it an 8 or 9. And nobody gave it a 10, of course.
I love it. I love it.
We weren't even that harsh.
we got True Draw Josh saying, "Who's capping now with that fake 6.7 rating?" Slamming Sammy Joe says, "I've earned my WWE vacation. I'm not watching again until 2022. That's why you could come here and we'll review it all for you." John,
Drunk Guy going on a hiatus too. Drunk Guy's not going to any more wrestling show than for a while. So
to be fair, it's only 5 weeks, Drunk Guy. The woman
the audacity. What, you gonna go to War Games? What are you gonna do?
2022, even when 2022 starts, I will not be at Day One. I will not be at WrestleMania. I mean, not sorry. Royal Rumble, Fastlane, anything else. I'm not going.
Man, you go to Royal Rumble. Yeah, you go to Royal Rumble. You go. I am pretty sure you're going to Hammerstein for the GCW show, and then you're going to St. Louis for Royal Rumble.
Hammerstein, GCW. That's in January?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. All right. Okay. Professional. I mean, not independent wrestling. Okay. An independent show. That's nothing. You know,
St. Louis in Randy Orton's hometown.
I know the Viper Guy country. I know, but I'm not going.
Slammin' Sammy Joe says Turning Point was better. John Ross says the Women's Survivor Series was the best. Okay. Marcus 8915. Marcus 8915.
What are you watching?
Marcus 8915 says Survivor Series just another pay-per-view. Now it's definitely not a big four to me, in my opinion. Jeff L says, need war games for a cleanse. Oh, yeah, I forgot. We got war games.
Join us for our watch along.
2 weeks till War Games. We got another big show coming up. Slam and Sammy Joe says 6.7 is fair if you're reviewing it in a bubble of WWE pay-per-views this year and ignore everything else. And you, my boy Blue, is going to day one pay-per-view against his will, though. So we hope you could be our live correspondent, sir, and join us from the building live while you're there. So thank you, everyone, for your live chats. You guys are awesome, always joining us for these live streams. And, of course, I want to thank Drunk Guy JJ, Romeo for running man in the field here for our roundtable review. Drunk Guy, please let the people know where they can find you on social media, sir.
Instagram, Hacksaw_J Duggan. Twitter, Drunken Master JJ. Facebook, my name is my name. If you don't know my name, don't try to add me because that's fucking weird. The gang is everywhere. YouTube, Patreon. Definitely support the Patreon. We're here every Monday, well, almost every Monday. You know, a couple technical difficulties. Me and my good brother Romeo, Rated Raw Superstars. See it right there. Instagram, True Hill Heat, Pornhub, X Videos, Black People Meet. Since people was upside and say Black People Meet last time. Christian Mingle, Live Harmony. You know, everywhere. We do the damn thing, man. We're all over the world. We're pimping all over the world, man. True Hill Heat, man. Get in tune.
Yes, sir. You know it. Romeo, let the people know where they can find you, sir, and everything you got going on.
True Hill Romeo, Twitter and Instagram. Tomorrow night's NX3, number 33. Looking forward to that triple threat match. And right here on the True Hill Heat YouTube channel, hit the bell for notifications so you know when we do live watch-alongs. We could do one for Dynamite. We could do one on Fridays. Whenever the next pay-per-view. War Games, definitely doing it for that. No Rated Raw Superstars tonight, I don't think, unless Drunk Guy's doing something else. I'm going to be at Raw. I wish they made beach balls in the shape of an egg or something like that so I could throw one around tonight. But I got a bad history with beach balls in Barclays Center, so maybe I won't even try. I don't want to be banned.
You do have a bad history with beach balls at the Barclays Center, so that's a wise decision to think twice about that. You can find me on the Twitter machine at TrueHillSP3. I've been doing a lot of content on this YouTube channel over the last couple of days. Yesterday, I was on AE Ramble with Jimmy Macaram reviewing AEW Dynamite as well as AEW Rampage. So if you want our full thoughts on the fallout from Full Gear, check that out. On Saturday, True Hill Heat 152. We had a good time with Brady from the Heel Marks podcast, myself and Drunk Guy JJ talking about the WWE releases from this past week, as well as preview and predictions for Survivor Series. You can also see me this week on True Rewind episode 64 with Romeo, hopefully Drunk Guy JJ as well. Check out the watch-alongs for Survivor Series as well as Turning Point that are up on our channel right now. The guys have been doing awesome stuff with the watch-alongs. Turning Point was a good show from Impact Wrestling. Survivor Series was a good show last night. Thumbs in the middle show, but still good. And then you can also find me over on the Sportskeeda Wrestling YouTube channel. A lot of big stuff coming over there. I did the preview for Survivor Series with Kenny Bolin this week. I reviewed SmackDown and AEW Rampage with the legendary Dutch Mantel and Rick Ucchino on Friday. Saturday and Sunday, my interviews from WWE Media Day have come out. You can see my interview with Jeff Hardy, as well as King Woods, Queen Zelina, Shayna Baszler, Rhea Ripley, and Reggie, all up on the Sportskeeda Wrestling YouTube channel, as well as
You're doing great stuff, brother. You got a lot of exclusives there.
Thank you. I appreciate that, guys. I appreciate anyone who goes out their way and watches those videos as well. You can also see me and Team SP3 clean sweep Team Rick Ucchino over on the Sportskeeda Wrestling YouTube channel and Wrestling Daily YouTube channel. Just 2 hours ago, I was with Sat E Nyangi on Mocha Mondays, and I'll be back on Wednesday with Alex McCarthy, the Daily Boys, back in the saddle on Wrestling Daily. So check out all of that. Just follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at True Hill Heat. Like this video, share this video with your friends, subscribe if you are new, become a Patreon backer, patreon.com/True Hill Heat, and join us back here for our next live stream, which should be tomorrow for NX3. So, for Drunk Guy JJ, for Romeo Anthony Colon, it is me, your True Hill Phenom SP3. This has been WWE Survivor Series 2021 Roundtable Review. We are signing off until another excellent live stream. Until next time.
Treated Rick like he was SmackDown and you were Raw.